What is up, guys? Before we get into the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, smash the notification bell to always be notified of any new uploads to this channel. You're watching SquidWario's Plays. And we're not doing an intro today because we are here reacting to some arts. Now, I have done a couple of these kind of videos in the past. Now, like I said before, and most of it, I'm more focused on my other channels that I have. I'm not going to specify them because they're whole separate and they have nothing to do with what this channel's about. So, anyways, we got a compilation of videos here. I may have to cut some parts out and, we're going to chop this up into some parts, give or take. Now, also, I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers as a goal, so if you guys want to support me, please go check out the Patreon. Please like, subscribe. Also, we have a TikTok. Go follow me there. That Mario McNugget and all the yada yada yada. Anyways, kind of cutting back on games because last time I spent a bunch of money, I nearly put my ass in debt. Point is, we have to react to some scary crap. So let's scare the living hell out of ourselves while we're at it. Anyways, like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell. Anyways, let's get into the dang video, motherfucker. Editor, do it.
I was looking for a car to buy for my son for his 18th birthday. I was searching all the typical car websites, cars.com, eBay Motors. They were all overpriced as expected. Craigslist was the only place to find an actual deal. About a week into my search, I found an 03 Toyota Camry. It had 67,000 miles, no accidents, no damage, and good condition for only $3,500. This seems like a steal
Well, no fucking shit
for such a reliable car with such low mileage. The seller lived about 10 miles from me, which was a reasonable drive when looking for a car. I gave him a call to set up a time to come check it out. The man sounded normal on the phone. He assured me that there were absolutely no problems with the car. He introduced himself as Bob. I brought along $3,500 in cash, even though I planned on wiggling down the price as much as possible.
Okay, first off, what motherfucker calls themselves Bob?
I don't know.
Just saying, that is an obvious fake name.
You're goddamn right.
I mean, yes, you got people called Bob, but that's usually because their actual name is literally Robert. And Robert apparently makes the word Bob as a nickname. That makes sense. But when a motherfucker gives you their real name, I highly doubt they're gonna actually give you their nickname and what they go by. They're probably gonna give you their full-on name. Just saying. No motherfucker gives one simple word like Bob. Moving on.
I pulled up the dirt road to Bob's property about 15 minutes early.
Editor, bleep every word I say the fuck out, including what I just said, which was fuck.
It was a tiny little house with a decent-sized property, only because I was a bit far from the nearest neighbors. The garage was open, so I walked over to see if anybody was inside, but except for an unusual amount of car parts, it was empty. The car was nowhere in sight. The only car on the property was an old pickup truck. I went over to the front door to check the house numbers. It was the right address. The doorbell button was missing, so I knocked on the front door. I knocked for exactly 5 minutes before deciding to give the man a call. So I dialed his number and I heard the sound of a cell phone ringing from inside the house.
Oh, hell no!
I was extremely confused at this point.
Well, no fucking shit
Now I knew I had the right house. I didn't understand why, if he was home, why he wasn't answering. I decided I had to take a peek through one of the windows to see if anybody was inside.
Oh, hell no!
Peering through the glass, I couldn't really see much as it was pretty dark inside the house.
Well, no fucking shit
Okay, first off, editor, pull up a Five Nights at Freddy's kitchen dining room, because that's what this table looks like. Put it right there, like right at the top of the corner, so they can see what I'm seeing. Also, guys, every time I say editor, I'm talking about Neptune, because he's more than likely I'm going to have him edit this Crap. I'm really cutting back on the swearing because I don't want to look like I know jack shit at all. Okay? I have manners, okay? Not that I give a fuck, honestly. One says, this looks like a scene out of Five Nights at Freddy's.
You're goddamn right.
The dining room setup. I'm just saying.
I saw a very old-fashioned dining room set, but across from that, I saw somebody standing at the back door of the house, staring outside.
Nope!
I figured that must have been Bob, so I knocked on the window, but
I
he didn't even move.
I would have left.
You're goddamn right.
What bleep this shit out. What mother effer, in the name of all that is holy, stands at a door?
You're goddamn right.
Tell me, please, just tell me. I'm confused. I'm confutal. I'm confusion. Why?
There was no gate or anything to the backyard.
Well, no fucking shit.
It was just a wide open yard, since this wasn't a rural area.
Okay, first off, you don't have the car. That should have been a red flag from the get-go.
You're goddamn right.
And that wasn't a red flag, well,
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
number one, you got a person standing at the back door. Putting that out there. And if that's not creepy enough, you got a dining room set that looks like the thing out of Five Nights at Freddy's. That is creepy. That if the guy standing at the door isn't creepy, which it should be because that's the most creepiest thing I've ever seen. If that ain't creepy, the dining room set is the creepiest part of it all.
You're goddamn right.
Just saying. Boom.
I simply walked around the house to the backyard.
Why?
I don't know.
I didn't understand how he couldn't hear me.
Probably because he's out for the mugging. Damn! He's probably out there, not for the car, because that should have been a straightforward one. There is no car. He's probably there to rob you, or murder you, or something very, very worse.
Okay. When I got to the back door, I made a shocking realization.
What?
The figure standing by the door was a taxidermied human being.
Well,
I ran straight back the way I came and back to my car.
Well, no fucking shit.
I looked up one last time before driving off. The blinds to the window I had peeked into had been shut, but I could see two of the blinds bent open. Somebody was at that window watching me.
Oh, hell no!
You can probably guess I had the gas pedal to the floor the whole way home.
Well, no fucking shit.
The whole situation still makes no sense.
what part is that makes no sense? Taxidermy man. Someone was standing at that door, turned out to be a taxidermy human being. Creepy dining room headset. The fact there is no car, which is the reason why you're there. And the fact the only car there is a pickup truck. I'm not saying anybody with a pickup truck is obviously out there to kill, but I'm saying in this scenario setting, that is creepy. And you're telling me this makes no sense. It's obvious what's going on there. There was no point. He was not there to sell a freaking car.
You're goddamn right.
He was there to rob you, murder you, or something worse. Damn! Yeah, the taxidermy human being basically sets my point. Just saying.
All the car parts, the fact that there was no Toyota Camry, the taxidermied human being, the fact that there was no car there leads me to believe that whoever that man wasn't planning on selling me anything.
Well, no fucking shit.
Editor, you know what to add here.
And that also leads to the disturbing thought that I was very close to becoming a lifeless statue staring out that man's back door.
Well, duh. I feel bad for you. I really do. Vintage Triple X.
I was on tour trying to find some really deep websites.
Real deep. Edit that out.
I was in a chat room where people normally shared links to deeper websites and weird pictures and videos, commonly illegal pornography.
Well, no fucking shit.
Some guy named Vintage Triple X posted a link without describing what it was. I clicked on it, and it took me to a black screen where a big video box eventually popped up with a play button.
Oh, hell no!
The video thumbnail was a dark room, only lit by a TV screen.
That's
Out
not.
of curiosity, I clicked.
That's not scary at all. Not scary at all in the slightest. Casual freaking video background that looks like it's out of the ring. Perfectly okay. Yeah.
Play, and began to hear the sound of TV static in the background as lines of static slowly swam down the video screen. There was no seek bar in this video. Then I noticed something slowly begin to emerge from behind the wall. It was a figure dressed in all black with some kind of black mask on as well. I started to suspect it was a jump scare video, and I thought I was right when the figure leaped out and ran to the screen in less than a second.
Well,
It got me, even though I was expecting it. But then it got strange. The person had their face in front of the screen, slowly moving around as if he could see me
Well, no fucking shit.
and was observing me.
Oh, hell no!
Then I heard a crackly, demonic voice say something.
I literally, I thought I got scared by me moving. I got scared by me moving. I hit something. Scared the literal hell out of me. Oh my god.
It came from the video. It repeated itself, and I could make the phrase out to be, "Ask me something."
Oh, hell no!
Fuck off.
I was really confused. I tried typing something, but there was nowhere to enter text.
What? What the fuck?
Then he said, "No, not the keyboard. Say something."
Oh, hell no!
I felt my heart punch the inside of my chest as he said this.
Okay.
I opened my mouth and mumbled the words, "You can hear me?"
Well, no fucking shit.
Motherfucker, that was obvious right from the get-go. Yeah, you could hear me? What? Dude, he's talking to you. But of course! You dick.
It responded with, "Yes."
Well,
I'm comfortable now. I thought it was a video. I pressed pause.
bruh, you're on the deep web. When is it ever just a video? Look, I've never been on the deep web, but this is why I'll never go on the deep web, and there ain't no amount of money you could pay me to do so.
You're goddamn right.
No.
But it didn't do anything. He said, "Don't try to leave. I want to talk."
Oh, hell no!
I tried moving the mouse to the exit button, but the mouse was frozen.
What? What the fuck?
In fact, none of the keys were responding on my keyboard.
Welcome to the deep
There was a
web.
long moment of silence before my webcam began flashing as if it were on,
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
and my face popped up on the screen.
Oh, hell no!
There, I got a picture of you now.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Now just hang on while I get your address,
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
and then we can meet.
Oh, hell no!
I started to panic, smashing every key
Close
on the
the
keyboard,
damn-
spazzing the mouse, but it did nothing. I had my finger on the power button, but it also didn't do anything.
I'm gonna have my finger. Look, when you go on the deep web, look, I've never been on the deep web. I never will be on the deep web. But if I did, the first thing you do, you put duct tape over your webcam.
You're goddamn right.
Because this is what happens when you don't. Point of advice.
The computer wouldn't turn off.
Well, no fucking shit.
The voice was saying crazy things like, "You're stuck here. I will find you.
Oh, hell no!
Don't even bother." I snatched the screwdriver sitting on my desk, unscrewed the 4 screws on the bottom of my
Bro, I already got a screenshot. There's no damn point. You fucked up beyond belief. You fuckwit.
laptop and took out the battery. The computer finally turned off. I was gasping for air as if I just ran a marathon. My heart was pounding 5 times as fast as it should have. I have since left my laptop off after that, and have resorted to using my desktop as my main computer. I'm sure by now nothing will happen. He definitely didn't have enough time to get my address.
Bro had enough time to get on your shit, you fuckit. Your face was there, you dick. All he needs is to screenshot his fucking computer. And you're fucked. You're just fucked. And he's using probably some fucking shit. So even if he screenshots your face, apparently the cops can't fuck him.
It was very common for me to be home alone at night, as I only lived with my dad, and his shifts would constantly shift from days to nights.
Okay.
This happened around the time my dad was doing night shifts. I would stay up really late on these nights watching movies. It's always taken me a long time to fall asleep, so after turning off the TV to go to sleep, I probably laid there for a good half hour. Then, I heard a toy fall over in my toy closet. It was nothing too suspicious, but it still creeped me out. But then the doorknob to my closet started to wiggle, until finally unlocking the door. I hid under my covers, not making a sound. It was strangely quiet for a good 2 minutes, so I finally peeked my head out of the covers. There was a figure standing next to my bed, looking down at me. I screamed at the top of my lungs and began hugging the wall behind me. The figure looked out the window and then just walked away out of the room. I stayed in that position for like an hour before checking if he was really gone. The front door was left wide open, so it seemed he had left. I didn't get a minute of sleep that night.
I wouldn't think so. You just saw the guy from Fallout 4.
The story's from the point of view of a 16-year-old girl. I used to have a boy living next door to me that was obsessed with me. His name was Joey. Every time I would go outside, Joey would come outside as well, as if...
Why does he look like... Look.
His name was Joey. Every time I would go outside,
Look at that face. Look at his face. Editor, zoom in and on this shit. Look at this man's face. He looks like he's jerking off behind the scenes. That is just weird. Weird.
Joey would come outside as well, as if he were watching me through his windows, waiting for me. He was 17 and very weird, and he didn't seem to have any friends, as he was always home. I tried to give every sign possible that I didn't like this guy, but he wouldn't get the message. So I had to finally just tell him one day that I don't like him and to leave me alone. The look on his face that day is something that won't leave me. It was the kind of angry look a toddler gives their parents when they can't have a toy. Coming from a 17-year-old, that's much more disturbing. One night, my parents left me to watch the house. I was working on a school project when I felt my bed shift a little bit.
Oh shit.
My bed.
God damn it. Joey.
I screamed as I saw Joey laying under my bed. I ran away while he tried to crawl out from under my bed. I ran to his house and rang the bell at least 10 times, telling his parents about it when they opened the door. Joey never came out of my house, so I called the police. His parents begged me not to, but I ignored them.
Oh. Man needs to go to jail. I don't give a damn what y'all want.
The police found him still in my room and arrested him.
But
Apparently, he admitted this wasn't the first time he had hid under my bed.
What? What the fuck?
what?
They also found pictures of me scattered across his
Double
room.
what?
The most disturbing one was of me sleeping.
What? What the fuck?
And it was taken from inside my room.
Oh hell no.
I was typing away on my keyboard when I heard a noise from outside my cubicle. It sounded like just a random crack from the walls or something. It's unusual in this building, but I didn't get too concerned about it. I resumed typing away and was once again interrupted by a sound. This time, the sound of a computer starting up. It caught me off guard. I was sure nobody else was working the night shift. I stood up on my chair to get a view over the cubicle walls. The glare of a computer screen in the dark was visible in a cubicle on the opposite side of the room. Then I did something stupid, something I regret. I asked if there was anybody there in a yell, hoping for an answer from a fellow employee. But instead, I saw the glaring light of the computer monitor across the room turn off, and there was once again nothing but darkness on that side of the room. I started getting nervous. I turned off the lamp and computer screen so that I wouldn't give away my position to whoever that was.
Why?
I crouched down and tipped.
Bruh, you already gave away your position when Bilbo came back for his money. You did.
Tiptoed out across to a nearby cubicle. There was just utter silence. I sat waiting for something to happen for God knows how long, but I eventually decided the coast was clear. I tiptoed down past all the cubicles until I reached the opening near the exit door to the stairs and elevators, and that's when I realized that my fearful suspicion was true. There was a man crouched down behind a plant in the corner of the room, dressed in all black.
Well, God, no.
I felt my heart sink as I noticed him, but it didn't seem like he knew that I noticed him. I turned back to the stairway door. There was no way I was going to wait for the elevator and take a chance.
Fuck.
I casually opened the door and closed it behind me, proceeding to walk down the stairs.
Run, you douchebag!
Down about 2 flights of stairs, I heard the door above me push open aggressively, echoing footsteps coming fast down the stairs. I raced down the stairs, running as fast as I could, all while the footsteps above me were getting louder. I finally made it to the first floor, raced through the lobby, and out the front door. Whoever was in there didn't follow me. I immediately called the cops, along with one of my bosses. My boss said no one was scheduled to work except for me. The cops scanned the place from top to bottom. There was no one in there. I couldn't help them out with any description other than he was wearing all black. I did continue to do the night shift for about a week after that, with my boss allowing me to lock all possible entrances to the floor, including the elevators. But I still wasn't comfortable with it. So ever since, I've been doing the day shifts. This happened 4 years ago when I was still in high school. I was told to do my last delivery of my shift. I got in my car, which was a 1999 Camry, perfect for delivering pizzas. I GPSed the address on my phone. I live upstate in the country, so all pizza deliveries were long drives. I remember the sun was starting to set, so it was probably around 7 o'clock. I'd say after a good 15 minutes of driving through the foresty dirt roads, my GPS said I had arrived. It was an old little cottage-like house made almost entirely of wood. It was sitting all by itself in the middle of absolutely nothing but forest. The lawn was completely unkept, as the grass was almost at knee height. I was used to this kind of thing, so I didn't think much of it. I took the pizza to the front door. There was no doorbell, so I knocked loudly on the door. Within 10 seconds, I heard the sound of footsteps hitting wood on the inside of the house. The footsteps made it to the door and stopped. I started to feel uneasy. I got the feeling that I was being watched. And that's when I noticed there was a peephole in the door.
You fucking
"It's the pizza guy," I called out. I heard a low, harsh-sounding voice on the other side of the door, telling me to bring the pizza out back. I didn't like the idea of going back there. Something didn't seem right. "Are you sure, sir?" I called out. He didn't answer my question. The sound of footsteps didn't move away from the door, so I had the feeling he was still watching me. I almost found myself walking back to my car, but I decided I didn't want any trouble with my boss. The last time I brought a pizza back, he gave me attitude, so I reluctantly walked through the uncut grass and around the small house to the back. I remember there was a shed and a little patio back there. In the patio, there was a table with 4 chairs surrounding it. In one of the chairs, facing away from me, I saw the head of somebody sitting in the seat. I began walking over and said, "Excuse me," but the person didn't even move an inch.
That's weird.
"Excuse me," I said again louder. Then from behind me, I heard, "Psst, over here."
Oh, fuck.
I turned around to see a man poking his head out from the corner of the house, looking at me with a crazed smile. "Come over here, I want to show you something."
Oh, hell no!
I freaked out, turned around and ran around the house in the opposite direction, back to my car, for some reason still holding the pizza. I got in my car, started it, and got away from there. On my way back to the pizzeria, I pulled over to the side of the road and called the police. Eventually, I was informed that there was no sign of anybody having been in that house for a long time. I quit my delivery job a few days after that. I have no idea what would have happened to me had I gone up to that man, but to this day, I still wish I had just turned my head to see who or what was sitting in that patio chair.
Yeah, and that's this part. Like I said, I'm gonna chop this. We're gonna cut this into parts. So thank you guys for watching. Smash the notification bell to always be notified of any new uploads to this channel. And peace. Peace be my friend.